Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be unboxing the AEW Jazzwares Unmatched Collection Series 7 Penta El Zero Miedo. And I actually found out recently, if you were curious as to what his name means, it means Penta the Zero Fear. So if you're ever chanting the Zero Miedo, or you're wondering what the hand thing meant, it meant zero, and then the M stands for Miedo, so zero fear. Nice little factoid there for you, although I'm sure you guys knew. I uploaded a short today talking about my experience at Walmart and how I found Penta, Ray, and Hook. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is unbox all three of those and show them off on the channel, and I am super excited. These are figures that I've been wanting for so long. Some of the biggest names that I felt like I didn't have in my collection, and thankfully today I was able to pick them up. With that, all that being said, let's get into this. Okay, so typical with all of our AEW figures, we're going to have 1, 2, 3 slots we're going to kind of slice through, and without hurting myself, because I'm not going to keep the box, I'm going to saw right through all of this. And I believe, I've honestly been doing a lot more WWE reviews as opposed to AEW, even though I'm a bigger AEW fan. But the last one that I did, I think, is the Samoa Joe that I have right there. You can kind of see his towel a little bit. But let's get him out of here. It's pretty straightforward. You rip the back off, and then this slides right out. And as old Kyle Peterson says, see you later. All right, so there he is, Penta El Zero Miedo, out of the box, still in the packaging, and man, he looks awesome. I was a little worried if I wanted this kind of red attire or not, or with him with the tongue sticking out. There's only two other options that I have. The one that does not have him with his tongue sticking out is from one of the earlier kind of waves, and what was typical with those waves was a lot of looseness with the joints right there. So I didn't really want to play around with it, and I figured I'd get the newest possible one, and that way it would have the best articulation and the best stability. But all right, let's get him out of the packaging here. So not only does he come with the tag team title, but he also comes with two separate hands. He doesn't come with two fists, he only comes with one, but that's all right. I'm not too concerned about it. Beggars can't be choosers. And I will say, this ring attire is pretty sweet. So we're going to get these hands out first, and then let's go for the figure right here. Oh. Is there something holding him in? Oh, I guess not. Okay. Well, there it goes. Let's, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the tag title off and show that off really briefly because we've seen this a million times. There it is. I love the AEW titles. They do a wonderful job with them. It looks fine, but nothing we haven't seen before. So there's that. We'll throw that to the side, and here is the figure. Let me get him in a decent position here for your viewing pleasure. And let's see. Okay, so there he is. That's going to be the head sculpt on this one. Looks pretty great. He's got that tongue out. Definitely one of the more, how can I say this, emotional head sculpts that I have out of my entire wrestling, really, collection. But I really do like this a lot. The only thing that I will say is that it's pretty much the same mold that we've seen with all of the other Penta figures. The tattoos are the same. The skin is kind of the same. And it just looks like it's from one of the earlier waves, which is a little disappointing to me, but that's okay. And thankfully, even though he has all this whole getup on, he still has some articulation there in the ab and the torso. That's great to have. Articulation down here in the legs is great. Articulation all around is phenomenal. Never worry about that with Jazzwares, especially with the newer lines, but the older lines, of course, they did have some issues. He's got some knee pads down here. Definitely one of the most, how can I say this, like cosmetically pleasing of all of my AEW figures. There is so much going on here. It's not even funny. So these are the tattoos here if you were curious. Articulation is wonderful. I'm not seeing any looseness on this figure at all, maybe aside from the ab crunch, but that's typical with a lot of figures in general. His head turns side to side, which is very nice. And actually, yeah, you can do a 360, so no worries about his mask getting in the way. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. I kind of like this right here. So he's got this kind of loincloth, I guess you can call it, and it matches with the print on the side of his pants as well. That is super, super cool. I love the shoes. Those are great. AEW Jazzwares does not really do a good job with anything aside from boots, in my opinion, but this is a really, really great step in the right direction. This is the best kind of sneakerish shoes that I've seen out of all of the AEW figures. And taking a look at his hands, he comes with one of those Zero Miedo kind of hand signs, and then he has a red glove with kind of an open grappling hand. And then let's take a look at these other two hands. So he comes with one that's fisted and one open one that is also grappling. I'll show those off right here. Excuse me. And something nice that he does have, and you can notice it here, he has tattoos on his knuckles and everything. I'm trying to make it so it'll maybe be a little bit more. What is going on here? Trying to focus the camera a little bit. Ah, there we go. But you can see he's got that tattoo printing on his knuckles. Very nice detail on that. I love that. But yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say aside from the fact that this figure has great articulation. It's in very, very good shape, and the design on it is absolutely outstanding. I really, really like what's going on in the back here. Kind of like a basketball jersey-esque with that hand signal as well. Overall, great figure. And because of what he does in the ring, I'm so glad that even though he has the whole get up, it's not really getting in the way, and you'll be able to articulate him and put him in positions very, very easily. So there's that, folks. I don't really feel like wasting any more of your time. There's not much more that I can say about this. You can get this now on Ringside Collectibles if you were interested, but I would go check out your local Targets and Walmarts as well. And with all that being said, folks, thanks again for watching my review of the latest Penta El Zero Miedo figure from AEW Jazzwares, and this is part of the Unmatched collection. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care. Oh, I also am realizing now that the camera wasn't focused. So there you go. A nice little parting picture of the figure.